Aga golela fair fan mo. Ke goletse himo kasi. Ke a utlwa himo Soweto. Aga tswe fair fan mo from Godopsi. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't have much. My parents made sacrifices so that my brothers and sisters and I could get opportunities and an education they never had.
Many black South Africans had a very inferior education system. In fact, it was an education system designed to miseducate them. I mean, I can remember even the value of a textbook in a classroom like this, where it had to be circulated from person to person in an economic space where people didn't have much.
You know, I think maybe coming out of a township himself, he identifies with the issues better than somebody who maybe didn't grow up in a township.
If you look at where this country comes from and where Mmusi, for instance, comes from, you have no doubt that he means what he says because he's been there and he's still there.
What the apartheid system did without fail is destroy and wreck the dreams of my parents and the dreams of so many like them. And that's why I voted for the ANC. You see, back then, the ANC embodied hope and it embodied change. Those years have passed and things have changed. Today, instead of opportunities for all, we see opportunities for some.
Make no mistake, I'll be the first one to tell you that in the last 18 years we have seen some improvement. We've seen more access to housing, to sanitation, to electricity. But the advances are being robbed by those who, in fact, are become corrupt and they steal money that should have been designed for the advancement of South Africans. And I'm saddened to realize that today still the conditions for black South Africans have in fact in some ways not improved.
This is not the change we wanted to see. It must be real change. Today we are making that change because I, like many of you, believe in the values of Nelson Mandela, the values of non-racialism, the values of selflessness, the values that say we must have opportunities for all, not for some. Democrats, I'm proud to call the Democratic Alliance my political home. It is a party that is working to make a difference to all South Africans and make South Africa a better place.
Once we see him, once we see this car, we just scream and we're just happy to see him.
When he speaks, he is so inspirational that the world he tells you about that the DA is going to bring, you actually want to be a part of this world. Otherwise, you feel like you're going to be left out.
He's the kind of a person who can uplift you.
You just see the way the people relate to him. He's with them and they are with him.
He doesn't discriminate. He's South African and he's going to break up that stigma that people think that DA is for white. You have to understand that DA is not for white, it's for all of us.
I want to pledge to you today, Democrats, that never and never again will we allow South Africa to go backwards.